Hi, good day all of you. Welcome to our session. Welcome to our channel Intelligible Tutorials. In this today's session now I want to start the fifth unit concept, that is path products and regular expressions. That means in the path testing, how the path can be represented in a path testing in a flow graph, and what are the path products, path sums and regular expressions, how these regular expressions can be represented. All these things now we are going to see. Okay, first of all, we are going to talk about the motivation of this path testing. Okay, before going to the motivation, we need to talk about the flow graphs. Actually, the flow graphs can often be represented as the simple abstract representation of the programs. They won't show the unnecessary details, they only show the necessary details in the abstract form, and they can be represented the entire program in the abstract form. Okay, so in the software development, normally whatever tools that we will use for testing and as well as the debugging, we use this kind of the flow graphs only. We analyze these flow graphs only for various kinds of the techniques. So finally, we can say the flow graphs plays an important role in the software testing. So in the flow graph only, we are having the paths. In the flow graph only, we are having the path sums, path expressions, and all these things. Next, we are going to talk about the path products. What is a path product actually? If you traverse the nodes, the links, whatever we are having between any two nodes like A, B, C, D, along with the some path, then the name of the path can be regarded as A, B, C, D. That is the path segment or part of the path. Okay, and it is also called as a path name. The links combination of the links that can be treated as a path name, path segment, and finally it is called as the path product. We will see some example of this kind of the path product. Let us see in this example how these path products can be represented. Here the numbers are the node numbers 1, 3, 4, 5, 2. These are the nodes. In between the nodes, among these nodes, we are having some kind of the links are there. E, A, B, C, D, F, like that. How can we represent the path product here? See, E, A, C, F is one path, and E, A, D, F is another path, and one more thing, that is EBDF and EBCF. Like that, we are having four kinds of the path segments or path products are there in the graph A. Now coming to the graph B, we are showing here. In the graph B, we started from the link A here, A, B, C, D, E. Okay, that is the first one. Next, A, F, J, K, L, I, E. Like that, we are having multiple number of the paths we will get here, like A, B, G, J, F, B, C, D, E, and A, B, C, D, I, M, F, B, C, D, E. Like that, we are having various kinds of multiple number of the paths will come in this graph B. Now coming to the graph C, simply AC, ABC, ABBC, because B is a self loop, self link is there for the B. ABC, self link can be counted multiple number of the times, like ABC, ABBC, ABBC, and ABBBC, like that. This is there in the graph C in path products or path segments. Now coming to the graph D. In the graph D, ACD, ABD, ABCD, ABCBD, ABCB, ABCB, BCD. Similarly here ABCB, here the loop is there, ABCB, CB, CBD. Like that, we can have multiple number of the path segments in the path products. Next, we see what is the meaning of the path expression. The path expression is can be regarded as the combination of the path segments or path products with the addition symbols like plus. So that is called as the path expression. Okay, the plus sign is used among these path expressions. See, all these path segments can be used in the form of by using plus in between them. This often can be regarded as the path expression. Okay, the same paths can be often regarded as. But we have to understand What is the meaning of this plus sign? Why we are using this plus sign? The plus sign means that represents R. That means either AC, RABC, RABBC, RABBBC, or ABBBBC, like that. The plus symbol can be represented as the R. Okay, so any expression that consists of path names R's and which denotes the set of paths between two nodes is called as the path expression. So finally we can conclude that this expression is a path expression. It consists of path names or path products, and as well as R's are also there. R can be represented in the form of plus symbol. So this is called as the path expression. Next we see what is the path product or path name. Already we have seen. We see some examples, another examples of this path product. What is a path product actually? The name of a path that consists of two path segments is conveniently expressed by the concatenation of path product of the segment names. We can concatenate two different kinds of the paths to get the path product. That's what it is saying. What are the examples now for this? We are going to see. If x and y are denoted as x is ABCDE, y is FGHIJ, then path corresponding to x comma y can be denoted as ABCD FGHIJ. Similarly, yx means FGHIJ ABCD. In the same manner, AX means AABCD, XA means ABCDA. Like that, you can add some more thing to that path product. So we can concatenate anything then that is treated as the path product. The path segments can be concatenated, often regarded as the path products. So these are the examples. Next, some other examples of these path products now we are going to see. If a link name or segment name is repeated, we can represent it with the help of some exponent. These exponent values can be represented. If there are multiple number of the repetitions, how can we represent? You can superscript it like a to the power of 1 is equal to a square is a cube is equal to a to the power of n. A can be regarded as n number of that. A can be written as n number of times. Similarly, if x is equal to abcde, then it is okay. X to the power of 1, sorry, x to the power of 1 abcde, okay. X square means abcde that can be represented as abcde whole square. In the same manner, x cube abcde it can be represented as abcde square into abcde, that is abcde to the power of 3 or abcde cube. Like that, the part products can be represented with the help of some exponents also. Now we can represent what is a path sum. Okay, the plus sign can be used to represent the path sum. Wherever we have used the plus sign, then among the path names or path products, this is called the path sum. Okay, the path sum denotes the paths in parallel between the nodes. So what is the best example of these paths actually? Path sum means whenever there are two different things which are in parallel between each other, then we can say that is path sum. Okay, so links A and B in the figure. For example, in this figure here, X and Y are there. X and D are there. So X plus D we can represent. Okay, so in the same manner, links in the A and B previous figure we are having some examples are there. Some C and B are there. C and B are representing as the parallel. These are representing as either C or B. We can represent it as path sum C plus D. The set of paths between nodes 1 and 2 can be thought as a set of parallel paths, like in the previous example as EACF. For example, EACF, previous example already we have seen, that is EACF, EA, EACF, EBCF, EABF, EBCF. Like that we can represent this thing as path parallel paths. So whenever either this or that synonym will come, either this or that phenomena will come, either this path or that path, then we can represent these parallel paths. Okay, so parallel paths can be represented as the plus symbol, and whenever you use plus symbols in between the path products, that is treated as the path sums. Okay, so this is the best example often regarded as EACF in the previous graph, that is the EACF, EADF, EBCF, EBDF, EACF, EADF. We can go from node 1 to node 2, source to the destination, in any of the paths like EBCF and EBDF, like that. Okay, so for that only I have represented like EACF, EADF, EBCF and EBDF. See, this is another example of path sum. So XD UVXHIJ. Okay, so XYD, this is XYD, the first one we will see X plus Y plus D, either X or Y or D. Okay, and U plus V, this is U plus V or WHIJ. Okay, see, this is W, this one is WHIJ. Okay, the set of all paths in this flow graph as x plus y plus d. See, x plus y plus d into, it is not parallel, it is serial to that. Whenever it is serial, we have to use into symbol. X plus y plus d into g, u plus v plus w plus h plus I plus j. See, into K. This one is the serial path. Whenever the path is serial, you can represent it as into. Whenever it is parallel, you can use the symbol as plus. So parallel paths can be represented as plus symbol, either this or this or this, whereas serial paths can be represented as product symbol or plus symbol. Let us see for this expression now. We are having the first set of the parallel paths x plus y plus d and second one u plus v. Now, this entire expression of this graph can be represented as x plus y plus d. F, it is f actually. It has been started from f into x plus y plus d, okay, into g, into u plus v plus w plus h plus I plus j into k. Okay, into k. F into x plus y plus d into g, u plus v plus w plus h plus I plus j into k. F into x plus y plus d into g into u plus v plus w plus h plus I plus j into k, like this. It can be represented. So this is regarded as the path sum. Okay, so this example is treated as the path sum. And one more thing also we have to see, the flow graph can also contain the loops also. How these loops can be contained normally? Loops can understood as an infinite set of parallel paths. Okay, say the loop consists of a single link b, for example, then it can be, loop can be pointed as b0 plus b1 plus b2 plus b3 plus b4 plus b5. In the coming figure we see some example of the loops. For example, see here the loops are there b0, b1, b2, b3 up to bn. So how can we represent it as the plus symbol? A plus symbol, either b0 or b1 or b2 or b3 or bn up to bn. Okay, so b0 plus b1 plus b2 plus b3 plus b4 plus b5. We have already represented, we have already told, that is either r symbol will be used in between the graph, that is can be represented as the plus symbol. Similarly, a b c. Okay, so this b can be represented as multiple number of the times. Okay, so these are the examples of paths, loops, path products and path sums. Okay, so this is the best example of path loop, where b0, b1, b2, b3 up to bn are multiple number of the paths. They can be represented like this. Okay, next we see reduction procedure. Whenever we are have very much complicated graph, we are having multiple number of the links, multiple number of the nodes. So we have to reduce some extent in order to reduce the complexity of that graph. Okay, this section normally presents a reduction procedure where the flow graph can be converted and some of the links and some of the nodes can be removed, and the graph can be simplified. So how it is possible? It can be possible with the help of some reduction procedure algorithm. Actually, this is a node by node removal algorithm. In the coming video, I will explain the node by node removal algorithm. So please keep on watching my channel Intelligible Tutorials. Thank you one and all. Thank you for watching. If at all anybody didn't subscribe my channel, please subscribe my channel Intelligible Tutorials. Thank you one and all.